Let's talk about this king in Africa. Um, so there's a viral video of the king Mr. Swati III. He arriving in Abu Dhabi with 15 wives, 30 children, and 100 servants. He has resigned a fierce debate while some defend this as a royal African tradition. Many others see it as a symbol of the deep economic and spiritual crisis facing Eswatini. So, in this video, we will explore why this arrogance of propaganda is increasingly viewed as the biggest issue facing the continent, from the crushing rate of poverty to the rejection of the biblical blueprint for family. So let's go to the economy. So King I don't know if I pronounce it right. King Mswati III rules over a nation where roughly 60% of people live below the poverty line, and youth unemployment has soared to 56%, while his subjects struggle on less than $2 a day. The king receives an annual budget of over 60 million to support his fleet of private jets, luxurious cars, and numerous palaces for his many wives. This breaks my heart, to be honest with you. And that's the issue. Corruption is the biggest issues of the black countries. I'm speaking about Africa, but the same thing happened in the Caribbean. But they just don't have 30 wives. They do it in different way. The development gap. Let's talk about economic. So, not that the country where polygamy is widespread often face lower GDP growth and reduced investment in child welfare as resources are fragmented across too many households. So let's go to the biblical blueprint. Wow, that man is just so beyond the economic cost. Many argue that this lifestyle directly contradict the design established by God creation. I am against that, to be honest with you. While the Bible records men with multiple wives, but I made a video about that. While the Bible show men with multiple wives, but the Bible, God never accept for men to have multiple wives. Those men, they were just in the sin, in the flesh, and they were just in loss. So it wasn't God will for a man to have more than one wife, because God created one man, one woman. He didn't create or one man and multiple women and said, I give her to help you, right? So we understand that. So we also understand that God created one man and one woman, stating that a man should leave his father and mother to belong to be joined to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh in Genesis 2 verse 24. Jesus' affirmation. So Jesus later confirmed this was the permanent standard, emphasizing that in marriage they are not longer two but one flesh in Matthew 19 verses 4 and 6. So we understand that when a man or a woman, usually it's men who doing it, decided to have multiple wives, this is not the grace of God. This is the flesh. This is the man just doing whatever he wants. So let's read Jesus' affirmation. Jesus later confirmed this was the permanent standard. So he said that marriage, they are not longer two but one flesh. I explained that already. So what I want to say, a warning for the leaders. Even the Old Testament specifically warned kings not to have multiple wives for himself. So there's something. If the older testament I can't even speak. The Older Testament express to kings to not having multiple wives. This is God warnings. He told you you're not supposed to have multiple wives, but lest his heart be turned away from God in Deuteronomy 17, verse 17. I love Deuteronomy because this book I truly believe is the best. I don't want to say it's the best book. All of them are good, but I love this book. I've learned so much in Deuteronomy. So in the pursuit of multiple wives, a culture, right? Oh, it is an arrogance that's what we ignore the welfare of the people and the laws of the creator. So what I want to say, I think is very arrogant, and that's the problem, to be honest with you, of black people, black men in general. Majority of them, they majority of them, especially in Africa, I think that's a big issue. A big issue in the African culture is the polygamy. And any I saw a lot of country who decided to believe in polygamy. There's always injustice against women. Women don't have no right, and they just use this as an abuse, to be honest with you. And you understand, more wives you have, more problem that you get, right? Why a man needs 15 wives? This is what I read. Why a man needs 15 wives, to be honest with you, and 30 children and 100 servants. This is arrogant. And you know the sad part, being being a person that lives in the in your flesh, you become a selfish person. That's why I love Ibrahim Traore. I truly believe he's a guy, a man that chosen by God. This is a man who is very humble, and I think that's the best African leaders that they have in all times during my generation. Because you cannot form in a country where 60%, this is 60% of the population live below the poverty line, and youth, they unemploy 56%, right? And you're getting $60 million per year for your private jets, luxurious car, and numerous palaces for your many wives. So you're just using this country natural resources that God provided to this country to help the nation, but you use it, one person using it. And when I speak about people who are corrupt instead of having godly leaderships, that's what I'm talking about. And you have to understand, I have to make a video deeper than that because I'm tired, to be honest with you. You have to understand that when you're not leading by God, you are leading by the devil. And a lot of countries, you see that they are dealing with poverty. Is not because the country itself is poor, is the people who are running the country. They are so greedy, they are so selfish, they are corrupt, so they keeping, unfortunately, the local into this poverty. And this happened in Haiti too. And I truly believe, black people, we really have to turn back to God. We really have to pray. Forget about this. Oh, this is, we have to find our ancestors. When you're looking for voodoo, to know about voodoo and black magic, that's the worst that could happen. Because once you're turning away from God, God going to turn away from you. And what's gonna happen? The enemy will have power over you. You're gonna be in bondage. You're gonna be in oppression by your own people. So the people who are running your country, they will not care about even their own borders. All they will be caring for, it's me, me, me. You will be in a great depression. And that's why going on in many black countries, in many black countries, whatever is in Africa, in Haiti, in different Caribbean countries. And it's sad to see how we're dealing with this nonsense thing while they're having 30 wives, 15 wives, and billions, and the rest of the local, they are still suffering. That's not right.